I've made
You're a worthless no-account, James Goodman! How do you expect me to live like this?
James, old bean, words cannot begin to express my most sincere joy at seeing you well. You are well, aren't you?
Larkin, friend and confidant, I'm afraid I've seen better days. My wife Felicity, a wonderfully delicate creature of great feeling, is displeased with my lack of prospects. She is not satisfied with her life and seeks betterment. I myself do not experience this need, but sympathise so strongly with my poor honeybee. I wish I could help her, but I'm afraid I'm quite at my wit's end.
James, I may have just the venture to help win you back into your wife's good graces. Have you heard of the Honourable Nicholas Pinch? He's a merchant in Oriental artefacts.
Heard of him? I have heard of him. I dare say everyone has heard of him. But what has he got to do with my predicament?
Well, have you no money set aside, no savings to help sustain you through times of hardship? Mr. Pinch is always looking for men of insight and daring do to fund his business ventures. I myself have profited from it many a time and would have no qualms referring you to him.
I must admit, I was about to ask if you had a great rise in fortunes, as your clothes look so much finer than they once were.
And they will be finer still, friend. Have no fear. Cast your doubts aside.
Very well, Larkin. I shall trust your judgment.
A wise decision. Come, let's go meet your saviour.
I would rather you phrased that differently. Jesus may not approve.
Splendid! Splendid, splendid, splendid. Why, I'm beside myself. You young man are one of the pioneers. A brave soldier full of zest and vim. Why, you're the kind who looks beyond the scope of what merely seems possible and gazes into the sea of infinite possibilities.
You think too much of me. I'm a simple clerk with simple needs.
Oh, aren't we all? But there are those who would have it otherwise, are there not?
I have a wife.
Correct. As do I. Women are wonderful creatures, that cannot be denied, but their upkeep does cause men like us to have to extend ourselves beyond merely what we need to include what they need as well. And they do need, do they not?
I could not agree more. And that is why I've come to you. Not for myself, but for my good wife who seeks to better her lot in life. And rightly so, for she deserves the best that I can give her.
Indeed. And with this investment, you will be able to give her everything her heart desires. Fine clothing directly from London, social circle where she can fulfill her need for companionship and proper conversation. Why, she'll be talked to and talked of.
She would like that very much, I believe. Currently my deficiencies cause her to raise her voice against me in a most unladylike manner. Not that this makes her any less desirable, you understand.
Oh, no, of course not. Now, to dot our I's and cross our T's.
Good afternoon, Mr. Goodman.
Oh my, Mrs. Pinch. Such an honour.
Think nothing of it, my good man. You are an employee of my wonderful husband and a fellow investor in a venture which is sure to turn out wondrously for all parties involved. I have no qualms about addressing you.
That is very kind of you, madam. I should say too kind.
And how is your dear wife?
She is well, thank you. I do believe she mentioned seeing you just the other day.
Did she? This is wondrous. I shall certainly be having to make friends with her. Being, after all, your wife, she deserves no less than my full attention.
I'm in your debt.
Oh, not at all, not at all. I shall not disturb you any longer. The work of important men should not be held up by silly women folk such as myself. A good day to you, Mr. Goodman.
And a very good day to you as well, Mrs. Pinch.